Coming up right now, a man gets down and dirty at an In-N-Out, and it ain't pretty.
Also coming up, the Pillow Fight Club will tell you why people want you to talk about
Oh,
it.
interesting. A little bit later on. Don't call it a comeback because this diva actually never really left.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English. We're welcoming you to Daily Flash. So glad to have you here. A whole hour packed with goodness you're going to love, including little Matt Doolittle, which, by the way, is always on our website and always doing that review thing. That preview, what is it?
Over at the YouTube page and our website, preview review.
Review.
Jumping into stuff going on in entertainment, and especially all the, I do a deep dive into all the stuff that came out from D23, the big announcements from Disney a couple weeks ago with all the stuff going on at the parks. We went out there, and for the first time ever, there is a line to the island and all this stuff that never got any, to Tom Sawyer's Island, all this stuff that never got any attention before. But now before it goes away, people need to go see it one last time, even though nobody cared about it last week.
Interesting. Now, the one thing I'd like to know, now, do you review your preview or do you preview what you're going to review?
A little bit of both.
We haven't really got the synopsis on
It goes in a circle, Mitch.
It's a
one big
vicious
circle. It's one big circle party on there.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, we got a new study out on pet peeves.
Oh, here we go. Things that people don't like.
Yes, what's one of your pet peeves?
Especially.
Especially
I don't know why.
Espresso.
An espresso.
Yeah.
Now, and you're coming from a guy who mispronounces things all the time, but when I hear people say express or whatever, especially, I
Yeah.
don't know what it does to me. What about you?
Well,
Maddie, you got one?
The word ain't. I can't stand ain't. And there's a guy with a sign. We have a big, busy road here called Cimarron. So the road next to it, this guy has a sign up that says, "This ain't Cimarron." I'm like, you put that on your yard. You dum-dum.
Ain't a word.
Ain't a shopping carts for me in
That's
the
another
parking
one.
lot.
Yeah,
You know,
I
you
hate
can't take your shopping cart back to the return cart area. Really?
It's
Come
a
on.
social contract we have with everybody. Yeah.
It drives me nuts, especially when the shopping cart return is here and you're parked here. And you just decide to leave your shopping cart in the parking space.
Takes a second, folks.
So a few of the other things that made the list, folks are annoyed by having to be available 24/7. They feel in this day and age, they got to be available 24/7. They don't
Our
like
phones
that.
have done that,
Our
haven't they?
phones have done that. Another thing our phones have done is we've sort of forced the influence culture to record and video every moment of their day.
Yeah.
And that's driving some people crazy.
And it's and sometimes when bad things happen, it's good to have that record, but everybody has a camera now, which you'd think crime would go down.
You would
Because
think.
because everybody has a camera.
Yes, very true.
Camera
But
everywhere.
it is annoying, like if you've been next to somebody and then all of a sudden they turn their camera on, they're talking to them, like, can you just take 5 minutes and not look at yourself?
Yeah, that's a
just
very
5
good point,
minutes. The other thing, doorways. When people stop in the middle of a doorway to have a conversation.
Or in the middle of the way, or on the moving sidewalk.
Yes.
They stand
On the left.
Oh God! I go, this is not a ride. I say it every time. I go, this is not a ride. This is not a ride.
The other shopping cart pet peeve that I have is when you're in the grocery store and someone just sort of leaves their shopping cart right in the middle of the aisle and they're like busy doing something else. You can't just pull it
Just
over.
put to the side.
Can you just? It's that easy.
You know what? Something that has helped me with that
Yeah.
is when I'm walking, somebody's looking at something in the grocery store, and I walk from. I always try to say, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
And because the reason why I do that, it's conscious that I'm, in somebody's way,
Yes.
and I wouldn't want to be in somebody else's
Yes.
way and that sort of thing. And so that helps. Try that. I don't
So
know.
there you go. A few of the pet peeves,
The
Matt.
one thing that really kills me, and it's because I'm kind of a gym rat, is people that don't re-rack their weights or just leave them laying.
Yeah,
around.
that's why I don't
I went
work
over
out.
to this bench the other day, and the guy had 3 plates on both sides. I was like, what? You couldn't put these away when you were done?
It's a
Now I
workout.
got to do it?
What about the people that don't clean off the
yeah.
the bench after
No,
they
you got
work
to
out?
go get the wipey and do it yourself. Like, you don't leave it for me to go over there.
That's why I don't work out.
Well, that's why. That's why you take wet wipes with you if you don't want to get up and take them with you
Yeah.
and just wipe it down when
Yeah.
you're done. It's very simple. Let's jump into the show. A business exec facing felony assault charges after he was caught on video throwing a teenager on the floor at an In-N-Out burger. 55-year-old Colorado businessman was at that burger joint when the teen splashed water on his wife. Well, video showed the man telling the startled-looking boy to say sorry before grabbing him and just throwing him on the ground. He and his wife left the restaurant before cops arrived, but it didn't matter because he was identified by witnesses. Man has since been charged with felony assault and misdemeanor child abuse. And, when we say like splash water, probably an accident, maybe, or if
probably horsing around,
horsing
maybe,
around, being stupid,
yeah,
being a teenager.
Being a teenager, being inappropriate, not apologizing, maybe feeling a bit entitled. And you mentioned everybody's got cameras nowadays,
yeah.
So of course this guy was caught on camera. What he did was completely unacceptable.
100%. And I know that when we go to fast food restaurants, we get like real frustrated now because they can't get enough people to work there anymore, and that's why we're talking to computers and that sort of thing. So we got to just know. Going back to like social contracts, when we go in there, just be patient. You know what makes you're that important, that you can't just let somebody take a few seconds longer.
To me,
I have to deal with that.
I feel like there is a moment for someone, a leader at either a network or in politics to step forward and say, common sense has to return along with common courtesy. I mean, I don't know if it will ever happen. Of course, social media, the phones, a lot has to do with, the blame culture. But it seems like at some point, when did it become acceptable to throw a teenager down in the middle of an In-N-Out or to throw water on the guy's wife? I mean, neither are acceptable, but that reaction is ridiculous.
It didn't deserve any violence is never going to be the answer at all.
Well, it's turned into a pillow fight club of sorts. A North Carolina mom has divided the social media stratosphere with her decision to sleep over in her daughter's dorm on her first night away from home at college. 48-year-old Lori Miggins posted video on Instagram of her slumber party with her 18-year-old daughter at Appalachian State University. Lori's video quickly went viral. Some people loved it, while others accused her of being a helicopter mom. Mom said she made sure to get permission from both the college and her daughter's new roommate.
And my understanding, the roommate was not going to show up for that day. So, it's a big day. They all go up there and, help them move in. And the roommate wasn't supposed to be there. Apparently she did everything to do. I don't see anything wrong with this. I do see a difference. I don't see dads would ever do something like this. Like one is, all right, it's almost like, all right, I dropped you off. I did my job.
Exactly.
I'm out of here.
Unless they want to take me to the frat party.
That's what I say.
That's when the dads stay over.
When the dads say, hey, look, I need to borrow your sheet. We're going to a toga party.
Yeah.
Right? That's when you worry about it.
Let me show you how to do it.
And that's why mom says, I'll handle taking the kids to college.
Yes.
That sort of thing. It's unfortunate people getting I can understand why they're saying, hey, let it go. But it was like, there was a bed available, and why not? Have some fun.
Well, I saw somebody post something because a lot of people are taking their kids to college, and it's like, if your parents bring you to college, cut them some slack, because they're basically dropping you off, and it's a big change in their life. They're becoming an empty nester. So if they want to take a couple extra pictures, if they want to make sure your room is just right, if they want to spend a little extra time, just give them those moments, because they're not going to get that back. This is it.
And after 4 years going to college or wherever, they're not going to be the same person either, too. So let them have that last time. So imagine that. Stunning performance at the opening ceremony for the Olympics. Celine Dion, guess what? She's back at Vegas. The 56-year-old diva says that she's actually in the final stages of signing a new deal with Resorts World. Her residency should start later this year, extending to 2025. Her possible return to the stage comes amid her ongoing battle with stiff person syndrome. Celine shared some of the details of her health struggles with fans in her 2024 documentary, I Am Celine Dion. Insiders say that the show is entirely her idea, and she's ready to get out and perform again. This would actually mark Dion's third residency in Las Vegas. Sometimes, when you retire, it's worse for you when it comes to health, because you don't really have a purpose and that sort of thing.
That's so true.
So maybe this might be helping her, just kind of keeping it off of her mind. It might be able to help her through it. And look, if she can do it, just if somebody's watching her health, I support it.
It's that whole adage.
I'm not going to go.
Yeah, move it or lose it, right?
In
so many terms. She was phenomenal at the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a stunner. Did you watch that?
I didn't watch that. No, I for some reason, I just was not into the Olympics this year. I mean, I watched the breakdancing thing.
Oh, that was atrocious.
Like, she could see why it's not coming back.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. And there was so much.
Australia.
There was so much hype leading up to it, and you're like expecting. The guys were great.
The guy who got the bronze is from Orlando.
Oh, is that
Yeah. Kissimmee. He lives over in Kissimmee.
I tuned it out after the first 5 minutes. I couldn't
After
take
the
it.
Australian chick.
Yeah, I couldn't take it.
Somebody's got to go back to work though. Have you ever seen her compound out there in Vegas? Her house? They did
Celine?
Yeah, I think Oprah did a tour with her. She's got a compound. It's like what Wayne Newton used to have out there.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like a
of
whole
course.
property.
There's nothing but land out there to buy, so you can see how, if you're going to make that kind of money, you might as well be comfortable in where you live and that sort of thing.
It's like Carrot Top's been there for 30 years.
Well, I think if you find a niche, and Las Vegas is where you can land, it's a perfect setup for somebody who wants a residency because you've got a built-in audience every single night.
They're there to see you, and you don't have to tour, and you can just, when you're done, go upstairs or go out to your property.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. We hope that you stick around because we like you a lot.
A lot.
We got more trendy news and entertainment coming up after this. Hey, welcome back to The Big Show. I'm Mitch English. Our next guest is a New York-based comedian and musician. His name's Dave Hill. We got a clip of him doing some stand-up at Union Hall in Brooklyn. Check this out.
I often get mistaken for a woman. This is true, and I know a lot of you are like, oh, come on, Dave, I don't see that at all. But some of you are like, actually, I could kind of see that, Dave. And I don't know if it's because of my delicate features or my casual elegance, or I kind of have mom hair. Like, it's like not long, but it's still pretty fun and like well suited for the on-the-go lifestyle. Like dropping kids off at soccer practice, or like putting on a really fun last-minute pizza party. Basically, whatever you need done, I could totally get it done with this haircut. But it's true, it happens like every couple months or so I get mistaken for a woman, which is a lot when you consider the fact that I technically am a man. And usually it'll happen, I'll be out at a restaurant with a fully functioning woman, and the waiter will come over and just be like, can I get you ladies anything to drink? Or I'll be at the grocery store and I go to the cashier and they'll just say, oh, did you find everything you're looking for, ma'am? And in neither case, they don't go like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, like I thought you were a woman, but clearly you're a man. They very quickly just call me sir, as if I'm not gonna notice at all. That up until a second ago, they totally thought that I lived my life as a woman. And it's fine, I'm not mad, it doesn't hurt my feelings, I don't feel sorry for myself. But I do feel sorry for the woman they imagine me to be.
I love it, man. It's probably, I'm wondering, Dave, joining us right here on Daily Flash, it might be, because I get it all the time, it's the lapel pins. Do you think that might be something that might go along with maybe thinking?
I don't know. It might be. I don't know. It's been happening for years and years.
I love it.
It truly happens all the time.
I
But
love
I take it as a compliment, ultimately.
There you go. And I love that comedians actually, the way that they can find their humor. How would you best describe, like, what kind of comedian you are if somebody has not seen you?
Oh, I don't know. Just an idiot. Just having fun. Just, I don't know. Basically, I haven't progressed since I was 15 mentally. And now I take that all over the world.
You're making money off of it. Everything that your teachers said that you couldn't do, now you can make cash off of it too. I think that's kind of a common thread, I think, with comedians.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the inner child, and then as you're looking around at the world and just really realizing just how ridiculous actually the world can actually be. And we're in a different age and time right now with comedy, and I appreciate now people are kind of fighting back against a whole lot of political correctness and kind of opening up. And that, you think this is going to be good or bad for comedy?
What, the current world that we're in?
Well, basically just the fact that people are getting too politically correct, and it's our comedians in the world that are actually saying, you know what, we need to step back from being so PC and maybe and not worried about getting canceled, and maybe thinking that there's a full world out there. Do you think this actually could be helping America, or could it hurt us in the long run?
Well, I mean, the thing, people always talk about this with comedians, like, oh, we can't say what we want, but I'll tell you who's not talking. No comedians, we never talk about this with each other. I think it's not a real thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Comedians can say whatever I think whatever you want to say and whatever you want to talk about, there's going to be an audience for it. And So I think it's, I don't know. I honestly don't think it's that much of a thing. I think you can kind of do what you want to do.
So you might be more like the media, or people like myself too, kind of just saying there's a bigger problem. It's not as big as a problem as we're actually making it. And the comedians are just there, kind of like our mirror, to make us realize, hey, let's just have some fun and laugh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, I think it's more just something to talk about with other people, but comedians don't really talk about it, honestly.
That's interesting. Yeah, I would love to sit down and just see what a normal day would be. Let's jump on to, you're very multi-talented by all means, a musician as well. You were just on tour with Tenacious D. That has to be a fun experience, getting up on stage and performing there. Where all did you were you able to tour with them?
Yeah, it was. I mean, they're the best and the best guys, best band, but their whole crew, everyone's just amazing. I did the South with them last September, and then we just got back I did Dublin and the UK with them, and it was an absolute blast. There's me and Kyle Gass there, my buddy.
Are you on bass? You play bass, right?
No, I play guitar.
Guitar.
So
okay.
I opened for them, and then Kyle was nice enough to come out and play the recorder with me during part of my set, so to take things to the next level.
I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a total blast. We did sold out arenas every night, which was totally crazy. I'd be in my dressing room before each show, completely panicking. But then you go out there and it's just fun. As soon as the lights go down, you go out there on stage. It's all.
You're up there. Is it harder? Like I don't want to put the two, but like when you're a comedian, you're up there by yourself, but you have a group together there. Is there a little bit of strength in numbers that kind of helps you keep the flow going, or do you get to take all the recognition when you're on stage by yourself?
On that tour, it's John Spiker, their bass player, and Scott Seaver, their drummer, would come out and join me. Yeah, but there's always, I mean, because, I started playing in bands before I went into comedy, and there's definitely like way more comfort being out on stage with your friends than there is, being all alone. But I think having the guitar is helpful in, you have this big hunk of wood that can double as a weapon if things get real. Yeah. If things go downhill, you have a big hunk of wood to protect yourself.
There you go. Dave, thank you so much for joining us. You can check out more. Go to Dave Hill online. Instagram, it's Mr. Dave Hill. He's got a new book out. It's called The Awesome Game, available everywhere. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Dads, we love tech. We also love our dads. So let's find someone that actually can tell us some great Father's Day gift ideas. That, of course, our very own father of all cool tech, gadgets, and more, Dr. Frank Vigiano. Hey there, Dr. Frank.
Hey, Mitch, how are you?
I am great. I'm following your advice, and I'm on my Apple a day, every day, all right? So I'm doing good.
Good.
Dad, you got some great products coming up here and some great gadgets. One thing that dads, we always say, I want some peace and quiet around here. You say not so much, because you got something that maybe dads can jam out to, and no one will really know. Tell us about this thing.
Absolutely, Mitch, yeah. Anthem just introduced the MRX SLM audio-video receiver. It'll certainly enhance dads or grads' audio experience. Anthem is a leader in audio. MRX SLM is compact, powerful, and very sleek, Mitch. It can fit behind the flat screen. Isn't that amazing?
That's cool.
Yeah, in a rack. You can put it in a rack. You can put it in a cabinet, just about anywhere. But the fact is, it's so small, it fits wherever you need it to be. It's a fraction of the size of the bulky receivers, but delivers pure high-fidelity sound. Streaming options include Apple AirPlay, Google Cast, and Bluetooth. And Anthem is kicking off their Dads and Grads summer sale with an unprecedented 20% off, Mitch, of their MRX and AVM 8K models. The offer is valid in the US and Canada. To learn more, visit anthemav.com.
Wow. And that thing is slim, man. That thing it's very small.
Look at this, man.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Take it up a little bit higher. Let me see it. Look at there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that can fit behind a TV. Very, very
Sure
cool.
can.
All right.
Very cool.
All right, now listen, Dad, we need to clean the air about Dad and for Dad as well. You have something that actually could do both of those things, right?
Absolutely, Mitch. The Sharp plasma cluster air purifiers are incredible. According to the EPA, inside air can be up to 5 times more polluted than outside air. Some models are compatible with Alexa and Google Assistant and can monitor home air quality remotely with the Sharp Air mobile app. Sharp has a triple filter system, Mitch. It has a washable pre-filter that traps dust, a carbon filter that helps reduce household odors, and a true HEPA filter, which is high efficiency particulate for air. Sharp's plasma cluster ion technology disperses ions for active cleaning and has proven effective in reducing 99.97% of dust, pollen, mold, bacteria, and viruses, Mitch. You want to look for certifications by CARB, the California Air Resources Board, and AHAM. And for more information, go to shop.sharpusa.com.
All right. How can we make sure, though, of course, Dad doesn't complain about the AC bill? You got a gift for that, don't you?
Oh, we sure do, man. It's Mr. Cool, and it's the first DIY ductless HVAC system. It's a do-it-yourself HVAC system for all seasons, Mitch. It has pre-charged line sets, which allow quick connections. Single zone or multi-zone units are available for 2 to 5 rooms in your home. The air handler can be wall-mounted or ceiling-mounted with a new ceiling cassette. And what's interesting, Mitch, you can change the filter. It's so easy because you have access to it. It's America's only true do-it-yourself HVAC system.
Wow.
With no special tools or ductwork needed. The new 4th generation units have a smartphone app, voice controls, and Energy Star certification. They start around $1,700. Make sure you check for rebates and visit MrCoolDIY.com.
All right. Well, you're our Mr. Cool. How about that? You want to make sure that we can get a hold of you at any time. And you've got, of course, the phone that will do just that. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Mitch, this is really cool. It's by Kyocera. It's the DuraForce Pro 3. It's a smartphone, but it's also durable. This is what's so different about it. It has fast wireless charging and a removable battery, which most phones don't. It's great for outdoor enthusiasts, has a scratch and shatter resistant display, glove and wet touch screen operation, and you can drop it from 5 feet onto concrete, nothing happens.
Wow.
It's waterproof up to 6.5 feet for 30 minutes, has super night vision, it has a wide angle lens and a macro camera. For more information, go to KyoceraMobile.com.
All right. Finally, Dad would just love to cruise in style. Tell us about this hybrid SUV, man.
Oh man, this is amazing, Mitch. It's by Hyundai. It's their Santa Fe Hybrid. And the Santa Fe Hybrid is a completely redesigned 3-row hybrid SUV. It has excellent fuel efficiency. The range, it's 602 miles on a full tank of gas with the battery. Yeah, it's amazing. It boasts many advanced safety and driver assist features like safe exit assist. Its off-road capabilities are amazing. And the new boxy, rugged shape redefines Santa Fe's persona. It's basically very fun to drive. And there are 2 panoramic color screens in the dash, an optional UV tray, and 2 wireless phone chargers for no more wire clutter. The Santa Fe Hybrid would be the ultimate gift for your dad or your grad, and they start at $36,950. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or your local Hyundai dealer.
Very good. Dr. Frank, you did it. Thank you so much. And of course, you at home, if you want to look over any of this stuff, we'll have that information. You can check out whatsupdrfrank.com or just check out our website, dailyflashshow.com.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I am Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. We also got Matt Doolittle. We'll be checking in with him just a little bit later on. One of the most elusive artists. How we don't know who this guy is still blows my mind. We're talking about Banksy. If you're not familiar with him, you've probably heard of his work or
Seen it
somewhere along the lines, or people copying it. Basically, he's a graffiti artist that no one knows who he is. He just shows up, and then people just love his art, and they call it art. And it's he's sold for millions of dollars, some of his artwork that he's just put on as graffiti. Well, there's a zoo in London that he tagged, is basically what the word is if you spray paint your art on there.
Sure, Grandpa.
You tag it. You tag it's what you do, Grandpa. And well, the zoo are like, well, we got to tear down this wall. They don't want to, but they're like, we're going to go ahead and preserve this wall because it's got art on it because Banksy did it.
Sure.
And it's actually a big thing in London right now. They've he has worked his way into animals now, which is the zoo appreciates. There's a howling wolf that they preserved that was on a satellite dish, a cat on a big billboard that they've taken down, and then a rhinoceros on a brick wall. Well, this one they're going to keep and they're going to preserve it, possibly sell it later if you think about it. So I think it's a great idea. And they almost want Banksy to do their artwork, their graffiti on the side of the building. And yet we don't know who he is. He could be in this room right now. We have no
Remember
idea.
when he sold one of his pieces of art for millions of dollars, I think at one of the big fancy
Yes.
auctions, and then moments later it was shredded live on television. And it's like performance art in a way, right?
Indeed, it is.
It's nuts, but it's fascinating.
The art of just staying out of the public in this day and age is even harder because somebody has to see him paint it and figure it out.
When we were
He
in
wears
London,
these boxes on his head.
When we were in London, it was like a map quest. You found spots all over London where he'd tag stuff, and you go there and there'd be like 20 other people sitting there
Taking pictures.
Like it's just on the street.
I do remember being in New York City. I was there for one of the press junkets for one of the movies, and they have those outdoor art fairs on the weekends, right? And I remember walking through, and then I came back to my hotel room later that night, and the lead story in the news was Banksy selling art, but nobody knew it was him. Only one painting was sold for $5, and I was like, "Oh my!"
They didn't know
God.
it was
They
Banksy.
didn't know it was Banksy, and he was selling his art at one of those little kiosks on an outdoor mart for like $5 a piece, and only one guy purchased something.
And that's
You
probably
just
worth
never
millions.
know.
now,
Yeah, and it's worth millions,
Didn't think of
exactly.
that.
A business exec is facing felony assault charges after he was caught on video throwing a teenager onto the floor of an In-N-Out burger. The 55-year-old Colorado businessman was at the burger joint when the teen splashed water on his wife. Video showed the man telling the startled-looking boy to say sorry before grabbing him and throwing him down. He and his wife left the restaurant before police arrived, but didn't really matter because he was identified by witnesses. The man has since been charged with felony assault and misdemeanor child abuse.
It's a shame that happens, especially if you're an adult. You should know,
Yes.
disrespecting your wife, that's one thing. You could handle it, certainly not in that manner.
Exactly.
In a much different way that probably would have taught a better lesson than beating the crap out of him.
Yeah, sometimes I think
teenager.
when it comes to those things, you just got to take a breath, take a beat, walk away. It's easier said than done.
100%.
You could say he went animal style.
Oh,
I'll collect my
man.
things.
Did you see? I was looking up. I was trying to. What was it called? I was calling it as a protein, but it's called animal.
animal
That's
style.
what I was looking up, trying to figure it
That's
out.
with the mustard, right?
That's
No,
with
that's
no.
just where they put everything on the fries, and it's just
And there's no bun, right?
There's no
Isn't
bun.
it?
No,
no,
it's the
it's where
bur-
they take the fries and then they put all the
That's what
cheese
it's
sauce and all the onions and all that on it.
Very nice. Well, that's
Okay.
probably why it didn't pop up when I was looking for it. All right, it's turned into a pillow fight club of sorts. A North Carolina mom has the social media stratosphere divided with her decision to sleep over in her daughter's dorm on her first night away from home at college. 48-year-old Lori Miggins, she posted a video on Instagram of her slumber party with her 18-year-old daughter at Appalachian State University. Lori's video quickly went viral. Some people loved it, others accused her. It's like, you're a helicopter mom. Well, mom said that she actually got permission from both the college and her roommates, her daughter's roommate, who was not there in the first place. So it was not like he kicked her daughter out
Right.
and she slept in him for one night. People are just so up in arms about this. And it's like, I understand, you're going to have to let them go, but let that last moment.
Do you
be.
find you spend less time on social media? Maybe not. I know we're
Maybe
kind of
we need to.
but maybe we need to.
So what are the keys to healthy aging? Well, research suggests that genetics contribute only about 20% to the cellular aging process. While you can't change your genes, you can certainly control your health habits. Here to help is double board certified integrative medicine physician and founder of the Center Spring MD, Dr. Taz Bahita. Welcome, Dr. Taz.
Hi, thanks for having me. Well, we may think our true age is our chronological age, the number of years since birth, but the reality is that aging really starts within our cells, known as our cellular or our biological age, and it can be due to factors like genetics, but even more importantly, lifestyle, and it may not always match our chronological age. Think of your body kind of like a complex machine with cells as its tiny gears and parts. Oxidative stress is a natural cellular process caused by free radicals, and these are tiny molecules that can cause damage to cells, proteins, and DNA, which impacts their efficiency and contributes to the aging process. Now, luckily, our bodies have a defense system, antioxidants, that help neutralize these free radicals and defend against age-related oxidative stress. I always tell my patients that a healthy diet and lifestyle is important at any age, but as we get older, it becomes increasingly important to really support your body's natural antioxidant defenses. So it might sound cliche, but eating right, exercise, water, and good sleep are crucial to supporting your cellular health. I also recommend that my patients add supplements to their healthy diet and lifestyle, and that's why I have partnered with One A Day. One A Day just released Age Factor Cell Defense, which includes key ingredients that support cell health and resilience. It's formulated with antioxidants, including olive polyphenols from olive fruit extract, which help defend against oxidative stress and have been shown to make a measurable impact on biomarkers associated with cellular aging. It also has omega-3 fatty acids, which I love, resveratrol, vitamins B3, C, and even D to help support cell resilience as you age. One A Day is also really going beyond the supplement to support your healthy aging journey with the Age Factor ecosystem. Now, this ecosystem includes the supplement, a free wellness app, and a saliva-based biological age test by Chronomics. The app and the test will give you valuable insights on your habits and how to make incremental changes to support your healthy aging journey. One A Day Age Factor is available online and at retailers like Walmart or Target. Now, if you buy Age Factor on Amazon, you can claim 10% off by using the code 10AgeFactor. And you can learn more about the Age Factor ecosystem and download the wellness app on shop.oneaday.com.
Electric vehicles continue to grow in popularity and even evolve. Check out Auto Trader's top EVs of 2024 and of 2025.
Many all-new electric cars are already available, but many are still several years out. To help you navigate the EV landscape, here's a list of all new electric cars for 2024 and 2025, starting with this redesigned Fiat 500e. Base price is just below $35,000, and with the 500e lax in size, it makes up for in style. Next, there's the 2025 Polestar 3. The least powerful version of the Polestar 3 packs 489 horsepower. Pricing starts at just over $73,000. The 2025 Mini Cooper Countryman SE has all the expected Mini style, and driving range is expected to be about 250 miles. One of the most anticipated electric cars of 2025 is the Lucid Gravity, the three-row SUV counterpart to the Air.
Well, it's back to school, back to work, and back to the fall. From home musts to easy treats, quick meals, and more, we have the scoop on everything that is making life better for the whole family. Here with the scoop is lifestyle expert Joanne Butler. Good morning, Joanne.
Thanks for having me. Well, the back-to-school transition can be really hard for parents and especially kids, so it's crucial to help make the return smooth, but also fun. A study actually found that 93% of parents agree it's important that kids get a chance to be kids, and Kinder Chocolate here wants to help them do it and they're creating what they call bite-sized moments of togetherness and fun with their chocolate bars. I love this idea. My kids just love these. When I come home from the market, they get so excited, and they're shareable too, which is great. Just this yummy outer layer of smooth milk chocolate and that creamy, milky filling. They're small, individually wrapped, so that's great too. Perfect for the lunchbox or an after-school treat. And they come in regular, large, and mini bars. And starting this month, a new 20-count lay-down bag of regular size for $5.99 right here. And you can find them at grocery and convenience stores like Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS, pretty much anywhere. Next up, I always make my shower experience a self-care me time, so we're gonna go over in the bathroom. I'm gonna show you my OGX. They've reintroduced a few of these best-selling shampoo and conditioning duos. Same iconic bottle and scent you know and love, but now it's even better with new formulas that are like skincare ingredients that protect hair from damage and loss of proteins and lipids, which are really what make our hair strong and smooth. It's a really rich and hydrating lather. Makes your hair immediately softer and healthy after you use it just the very first time. This one's made with real coconut milk. It smells amazing like all OGX products do. And they have no sulfates, parabens, phthalates, microplastics, or dyes. Target, $10 each. Can't miss it. Another one of my favorites when I like to go wavy or curly, Maui Moisture. This is their lightweight hydration and hibiscus water shampoo and conditioner. This will just leave you with really soft, smooth, and weightless, really healthy strands without residue. 100% aloe, the first ingredient. Plus it has passion fruit, juicy watermelon, safe to use on color-treated hair, vegan, again, no sulfates, silicone, parabens, or synthetic dyes. Target, $8. Now, a recent survey of millennial parents found that 41% said their toilets were clogged by their kids putting something in there that they shouldn't have. Toys being the #1 culprit. More than half needed to call a professional plumber actually for help, but no need to call one with this baby. This will literally flush all your worries. It's the Champion toilet from American Standard, virtually clog-free, and can even flush this entire bucket of golf balls. I mean, look at this. It has the industry's largest trap tray, 4 inches, and it just gives you a cleaner, more powerful, efficient flush every single time. Saves water, will cut down on your utility bills significantly too. Plus, it even fights stains with a special technology that prevents bacteria, mold, and mildew. Comes in a whole range of designs that integrate seamlessly with their collections. American Standard Champion, it's on sale right now at stores like the Home Depot, Lowe's, and Ferguson's. You cannot miss it. And there you have it, our must-haves for an easier fall.
Well, as the summer travel season winds down, it's time to start planning trips for fall and winter. Travel expert Janine Tornatore is here to share some destination hotspots that you'll sure want to add to your visit list. Welcome back, Janine.
Great to be here.
So, Janine, you say that Latin America continues to grow as a hotspot for U.S. travelers, especially as we head into the cooler months across the country, right?
It certainly does. Everywhere from Mexico to Peru to Costa Rica, which is where I'm going to take you to today. This has become a big hotspot for U.S. travelers. And as we get into those cooler months, even bigger. So Costa Rica, of course, known for its lush rainforest, so many eco-adventure activities. The property that I want to highlight today is the Westin Reserva Concal. This is an all-inclusive resort, but it's not just a hotel. It is a sustainability experience that is set in the heart of a nature reserve. You get panoramic views from your rooms with modern interiors, great family amenities on site, including a kids club, but they also have an adults only area with its own pool and restaurant, a world-class golf course, of course, exceptional dining. But of course, it's all about the experiences in Costa Rica and getting out there and doing all those great eco-adventure activities.
And of course, a huge hotspot for everyone is the Caribbean everywhere. And it's known for its all-inclusive resorts, right?
It is. And I love all-inclusives, especially as we look ahead to the holiday season when so many families are traveling together. All-inclusives can make this planning a breeze when you have large groups. And there's also a lot of great value, but we're seeing more and more elevated experiences at resorts. So 2 of them that I would put on your list. One is Cancun, easy to get to from so many U.S. airports. The Marriott Cancun, an all-inclusive resort, is a great pick for families. They have renovated rooms and a renovated lobby, new pools, a water park. They have 9 specialty restaurants with everything from, of course, local Mexican cuisine to Polynesian and Japanese, daily entertainment. And of course, it's all about exploring the places outside your resort. When you go to Cancun, I highly recommend the Tulum Mayan ruins, the local eco adventure parks. Those are great. Now, the Dominican Republic, if you're looking for the Caribbean as well, this is a great pick. So many great all-inclusives here. My choice for you today is the Sanctuary Cap Cana. This is a luxury collection adult all-inclusive resort. They've just undergone a $45 million modernization. They have 324 luxury suites, beautiful Spanish colonial architecture, 6 pools, award-winning golf. They have stunning beaches with private cabanas, 5 restaurants, and it's set in Cap Cana, which is its own private gated community with its own marina, shopping, and activities. So all in all, this can be a great experience for the fall or the winter season.
It's great, Janine. And where can we go for more information?
Well, these are all Marriott properties, so you can find all of these at MarriottBonvoy.com.
Thanks, Janine. We'll be sure we have this on our website at dailyflashshow.com.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment.
Okay, so you want me to cancel the Will and Jada Smith celebrity roast? Okay, will do.
You'll be entertained with intriguing, informative, and engaging guests. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun.
All right, I'm gonna pull a groin. Oh, that's not what broke.
Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Hey, don't forget, if you missed any of that information, we got it there waiting for you on our website, dailyflashshow.com. It's always open. It's waiting for you right now.
Yes, 24/7. We love to hear from you. There's a sound off tab on our website that'll allow you to sound off on anything we're talking about or find any stories we may have covered. Welcome back to Daily Flash. 2 fixers, both lone wolves, are forced to work together when things get complicated. The man whose body they're hired to get rid of turns out to be alive. This is today's must-watch movie, Wolves.
How did you get this number?
I was told that if I ever needed help, to call you. You're a man who can fix things. I didn't know people like you really existed.
They don't. There's nobody can do what I do.
Who are you?
I'm here to take care of your problem. Who called you?
We clearly have a situation here. We have decided that the only course of action is for you both to work together.
No. It's not how I work. This is not how I work. Oh. It's a different thing now. It's gonna be a long night. Where'd you get the drugs?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where did you get the drugs? Talk. There's an art to this you may not realize. What, the art of saying the same thing over and over? Let's see your technique. I showed you my luggage card trick. Admit it. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, fine. It was very cool.
Where'd you get the drugs? How long have you been partners? You got like the same clothes, kind of talk the same.
So?
Like basically the same guy.
We're not partners.
For what is a man? What has he got?
There are people out there who, if they suspected I knew what he knew and I knew what he knew, they would have us all killed immediately.
What? I faced it all, and I stood tall.
Stop him!
Oh, this looks great.
Man,
Can't wait to see
those
it.
two together, right?
Yeah. Oh, so good.
That does it for the show. Y'all take